start cold with me. I'm not vibrating like I ought to be. I need a purpose, I can't keep surfing through this existential misery. Getting into real estate. What if I choose my life carefully? Do I be fooling you that I'm the guru? Wait, how did you spell epiphany?
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open. You're needed. Can you...
Just shut up, let's go. That was fun. Let's do it again.
Security here is state-of-the-art. Quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the... His mouth breathers left open. Security here is state-of-the-art. Quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the shit?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Report any suspicious activity. Facial recognition is fundamental to everyone's security.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Oh, shit. Do you know how close you got to having one of those microchips inside of you?
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
you? What you done to yourself after everything I've done for you?
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I've got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
You won't. I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
That's the microchip in action. You either live as a slave or die with your organs up for sale. Blood, I don't know which one's worse.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
We better find whoever hacked this vehicle.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombing?
Bags, talk to me.
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI... detective has 2 leads. For his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Guess we got some ways of going about this then.
I've marked both on your optic.
Yeah. London, this is 404, the first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. All are welcome. If you want to make a difference, join us. We're taking down the elite, one contract at a time.
Found that on the dark web. Looks like all the cool kids are forming hacker groups these days. But this 404 might actually come in handy in our fight. If all are welcome, that means we are too. I say we infiltrate 404, we get their connections, we get their assets.
If you play nice, they might even help you take out Zero Day. that matter, maybe they are zero-day. Only one way to find out. I found Street View images of a CTOS hub that's been covered in 404 graffiti. They're marking their territory like an overexcited chihuahua. Dropping the location of the hub on your map.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion BMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Oh, fuck yeah. We take down big man Cass and break up his whole fucking Merc operation. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Let's fucking do it.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
There's an intruder. Sniff them out.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
How you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Cool, I'm all over it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Can Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos. Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
That's some shady shit right there.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
But I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic. activated. Don't get killed.
Okay, just remember your training.
Why does this always bloody happen?
It's whoever's leading them. You're right. They were being riled up by some loudmouth using megaphone. A real rabble-rouser. Exactly.
Serious. Like seriously serious.
How about some deep breaths, yeah?
Let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies. Yo.
I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you.
Fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies.
Hey, man's never been in. When it's shut down, that's not me. Shut down. Hey, Fashion Week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy, better know when it's shut down. Yeah, take time if a man want to try me. No time.
Auto drive now enabled.
Just pick up the mic and it's reload time. Don't know your songs, but they know mine. That's why I've got gigs just like Joe Ryan. After the show, I'll be rolling mine. Don't care about the no smoking sign. They tried to steal my vision. This ain't a culture, it's my religion. God knows I don't wanna go prison. But if a man want to try me, trust me, listen. Me and my G's ain't scared of police. We don't listen to no politician. Everybody on the same mission, and we don't care about your ism and schisms. Cause it's shut down. That's not me and it's shut down. Ring, ring, pussy, it's shut down. Fashion Week.
Malaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Okay, let's get introduced.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily. Order.
Bit paranoid, isn't he?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Right, got it.
Right, let's...
I'm honestly kind of impressed with just how many traps he's got set up in here.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Okay, let's calm down and talk.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Albion doesn't take resistance fighters.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait, stop! Albion knows your location. You have to run. Now!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Yes, we already know this. Come on, why else would I come here otherwise?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend of ours. He tried to end us and he had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, you think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. Move the table. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Watching for suspect.
Preparing to ram suspect vehicle. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted, sweep the area. Control, we're heading back.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not likely. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the evil. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all this problem. With robot police or automated crop fertilizer or some shit. Society was a technical problem, and people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them, or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I've got to switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Tower of London security is very tight. It'll be almost impossible to get in.
I'd like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Wanker. Just crass.
Hello.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
They don't scare me. This is why I joined DedSec. If Nigel Cass is unveiling a new project to a bunch of city bigwigs, we need to get in there. I can't imagine it'll be good for anyone.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send me their info.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
How are we going to turn someone from Albion without a thorough investigation first?
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
A spy? Really? It seems counterintuitive to put that as your profession.
We shall eat up the beefsteaks. We shall pay up with our British pounds. We shall eat cows from the fields and anything that bleats. We shall drink up in pints. We shall never surrender.
Do you think you can conquer our Churchill mixed grill? Steak, gammon, sausages, kidneys and chops, weighed in pounds and paid for in pounds. Yodi Grill, come and conquer the Churchill.
Got all
Oof, creep. Watch where you're going.
You bloody fool! Someone shut this thing down! Is everyone seeing this? I see you, sir! That's right! Fuck!
I think that thing's malfunctioning.
I would punch my mother in the face for that. Crazy drone! Ugh. Why would anyone share this? Oh, oh. Some smoke. Is this
Ready for more, please? I was able to intercept a Clan Kelly laptop. It's full of Clan Kelly accounting data. Substantial amounts have been diverted to an unrelated account.
Someone stealing from the gangsters? Well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You may be right. I believe Bagley has a lead. Good luck.
There's one other computer connected to the same network. It's at the old canal warehouse.
Oh, people are just trying my patience. Take a deep breath. Long. Fucking wait.
Right, a steady hand is all it takes.
It just seems like old people are just trying my patience. I refuse to put up with this. Why is this happening to me right now? What is going on? Listen to me.
No fucking pay. It's a whole fucking pay. Fucking wait.
welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, do you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the
They gotta be somewhere.
I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have a small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Moving inbound. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Anything you need, just say the word.
There's no need for repayment. This is what DedSec does. You can do it too. Join us.
Sounds like a blast. I'm in.
It's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the optic, you can just walk straight onto
Anyone
the
have
tube.
visual?
It
Anyone?
acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought that Optic's marketing strategy, making it free for people,
Control,
was a stroke
we are
of genius.
unsighted of suspects.
Genius.
Over.
Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you have to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get the last holdouts across the line. If free data didn't convince you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient, mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. So they can see everything you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anyone to black me. Even this in the future might happen. Because of those things with
Do you want to get smacked up?
think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
Sign up to protect
No,
your
you're
city
completely
today.
wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to bypass the optics connection with Blue?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again, so you could go back and enjoy all the great things about Optic without that fear of surveillance.
With the Optic, privacy's dead.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Bucket Inn. Your source for what they don't want
Albion
to
is
know.
recruiting.
This
Sign
time
up to
we're turning
protect
up
your
the
city
lights.
today.
What's happening here?
No, please, don't inconvenience yourself, are we?
Awaiting area crime report.
Sign up to protect your city today.
How can you tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak of conditions of living. Here's the dissemination of media charts. You see rebroadcast, built up by journalists and torn down by Democrats.
So before the media fragmented, voice
Fuck off, man, I'm busy.
worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a
pre-crisis Britain, we had perhaps more diverse voices in the media, but now with
up. I guess so. Right now we need to get this dough. Rock the times, crafter, I'm the best of both. Just press the code. Now I'm in studio trying to perfect the flow. With cold flow and have some smoke and something there. Bad flavors in the air, blowing smoke out the circles. Came to shell the head, in and out like a tick.
Getting arseholed and throwing bits of metal around has got to count as training somehow.
It's about time someone stands up and does something for this city, don't you think?
You're saying you're with DedSec? I could use the help.
Possibly. What is the situation?
I got this mate. He got some kind of lung infection, but he can't get no help through national health. Then a Clan Kelly doctor offered to help. For a high price, of course. But I couldn't say no.
Go on.
Them drugs work. Oh, they really work too well. Now my mate's addicted to the stuff, and this doctor knows it. He's charging 3 more times than he did the first. We're stuck. We need help.
Jesus, all right. This doc's an asshole. We'll get your friend's medicine. You can count on us.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Can you track him down, Bagley?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
they have to get the dough. I'm still the same me, but feeling like I'm getting old. So now I have to move a little more professional and really get involved. I've got these rappers playing catch up. I'm on form team of the week, I've got my stats up. Late night driving till the pack's done. I don't know, keep, I'm thinking, thank this is the last room, cause I'm done. Then I'm heading back to gap, got myself a candy pack, built myself an head and now I'm cabbage lad. Still running bases after bases, back to back. Got a couple EPs in the wigs, I'm trying to battle lad. All the long hours, but it's worth it. Now I realise I got a lot. Remember we was always getting letters off the jacks. I'll never let them get me in the box. I keep memories in the past, but only look towards the future. Stay active, always heading straight towards the movement. I see most people switch you, they ain't moving normal like they used to. I never show respect to a man that's only gangster on computer. Oh no, where are you when I can do what the hell? Anything I want to do, they have to do it myself. Kept it on the DL, you don't know who you can tell. These rats are always looking for a raise. We get fun until I'm blazed. Every day money coming different ways. Flip this haze, then I'm running off the stage. Need to get away, book the mic for a couple days. When I'm home, it's back to action. Now these customers are waiting. It's not all fair debate. I've got book that needs plating. I save it like a waiter, cause this money needs making. It won't be these chases all book until it's late. Seeing ponies in the from the bacon. Cause if they run me plates, they wanna pull me for the table. Put me in, restrain me, then put me in a station. Put me in a cage with a punky in a basin. Or put me in a jail, I've got a son that needs raising. I keep memories in the past, but only look towards the future. Don't play like that, stay active, always heading straight towards the movement. I see most people switch up, they ain't moving normal like they used to. I never show respect to a man who's only gangster on computer. Oh no,
Every year, more than 80,000 construction workers in England suffer from a work-related injury. More than 25% of all work-related fatalities happen in the building industry. Construction sites are dangerous places. With Ixatex drones, we're...
Kenny doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment.
It's clear. Moving on. Oh, no. No, no, no.
Get your asses over here.
There's the laptop. Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data.
Something's missing here.
I found the mob warehouse where experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few. I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
Right, got it.
Fuck! Lay off, man!
Can't hear me.
There. It's not too late to give up. Hey, you!
Suppressing the target!
They're hit. Shots fired! Over here!
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Thank you.
Back office is none of your business.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
How can I help?
I have the vehicle. Now what?
I found a safe location where a friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. Got it. Watch for hostiles, people.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Surrender yourself.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
It's finished. The drugs are in a truck at a safe location. Our AI Bagley will send you the coordinates. Your friend can detox now.
I owe you one.
People like us with particular skills, we have a responsibility. You should join that sec.
Just what I was hoping to hear. I'm in.
After the suspect.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
Control. Lost the target.
Control. Suspect is through the checkpoint. Over.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
I don't mean to alarm you, but one of your cohorts has been violently kidnapped. Actually, maybe I do mean to alarm you.
Shit!
Quite. Fortunately, I took a look. Through our ever-expanding enemies list, and I think I've identified the culprit. Finding him should lead us to our missing operative.
I'm on it.
I got a call about a possible kidnapping. I'll send you the caller's info. Sounded like it was connected to something big. We have a real chance to seek justice here.
All right. We'll look into it. More badass folks like you should join us. If you know anyone.
Thanks. I'm ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Great.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
I make these look good.
you're not doing anything important. You've been activated.
Not a problem.